and follow baseball will say the same thing. So that's how crucial this is. This is very, very crucial of a game. And we got to be more patient at the plate. We can't let them off the hook by swinging at balls, swinging at stuff that's not in the strike zone. A lot of times today we was helping them out. We'll have 3-2 counts, and he throwing pitches that's not in the strike zone, and you chasing. You helping them out. It's gonna be a long night like that. We gotta be patient. Make him throw strikes. Make Garrett Cole throw strikes tomorrow. Be patient. Be patient. Force him to throw strikes and keep that pitch count up. You're gonna have to. You're gonna really have to. And it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. But that's what the playoffs about. Ain't nobody said the playoffs was going to be easy, though. And that's what it's all about. It's no more we not playing the Twins or the Royals or the Tigers. We not playing them anymore. You playing legitimate teams. And this team, you playing won the World Series last year. So we got to wake up and realize that we can't wake up and just say, oh, we about to play this game just to play, and it don't mean nothing. I'm pretty sure you know it's the playoffs. Win or go home. Win or go home. That's what October is about. Win or go home. None of that waking up anymore and just sleepwalking. Wake up. Make them feel you. Make them wake up a sleeping giant. Show the world that the Indians is a great ball club. On paper, they're a great ball club. But as of right now, people looking at us and saying that we might be done in the first round. And I'm one of them. And I follow the team all the time. All the time. And this is the stuff I've been talking about. Inconsistency. Inconsistency gets you put out of thing. Put out fast. Inconsistency in life, you never gonna be stable. You always gonna be inconsistent at what you do. You can't be inconsistent in anything that you do. And that's what the Indians been. It's very, very inconsistent. Yeah, they took care of what they supposed to take care of, but now you playing against the big boys, and you got to show up like a big boy. You got to put on your big boy coat, put on your big boy shoes, put on your big boy pants, put on your big boy jersey, put on your big boy hat, put on your big boy bat, and go to war and fight. Otherwise, you will be going home. And it's going to be a frustrating year for the Cleveland Indians. Trust and believe me, everybody. It's going to be a very, very frustrating year for the Cleveland Indians if they get put out the first round 2 years in a row after all the acquisitions that they made, after all the trades that they made. It's going to be a lot going on in Cleveland, Ohio. I can tell you that. And I can tell you this, and then I'm going to leave this topic alone. If Francisco Lindor or Jose Ramirez want big contracts and get paid the big bucks, they're going to have to step up these next 2 games. And it all starts tomorrow. If not, you're not going to get paid the big bucks. I look at A-Rod when he was with the Yankees. Great regular season player, but struggled his butt off in the playoffs. And that was a flaw. And that was his character. Can he produce in the playoffs? And he would be the first one to tell you that I struggled in the playoffs, and that's not a good flaw to have. Yeah, you're a great player. You're a Hall of Fame player. You're a superstar, but what can you do when it counts? People don't want you. The regular season one thing, the playoffs is another. The playoffs separate the man from the boys. And Jose Ramirez and Francisco Lindor, you all got to step up and be true mans in the playoffs and help carry this team to a World Series. It's just that simple. You too, Terry Francona. I'm not putting you up the hook. Now, what I can say is this one player that I really have been liking, and he get a lot of criticized, but the first 2 months of the season he was struggling, and he had to look himself in the mirror when he went to a hotel and he helped his swing. And his name is Jason Kipnis. I am really surprised of what he's been doing. Think about what he went through, struggling through the regular season. Then when he finally get his bat together, they trade for Josh Donaldson. Now he's playing second base. Now he have to move to center field. Center field is not an easy position to play. And he's been doing a solid job out there. Even going into the regular season, even when the switch came, and I tell you, that's why I say it. Some things flip the switch. And when they bring somebody in to replace you, that's when that switch started to flick. And that light bulb come on. And then you start playing with some fire up under you. And that's what Jason Kipnis been. Jason Kipnis have stats of a 6-hole hitter and a decent lineup like this. 18 home runs, 75, 80 RBIs. And he was struggling the first 2 years. With the first 2 months. So just imagine if he put together a solid first 2 to 3 months. He easy is a 25 to almost 100 RBI guy. So Jason Kipnis is not a bad player or what people put him out as. Remember, 2-3 years ago, this was an all-star second baseman. So I think with him handling all that adversity, that actually helped him understand that your job is always on the line. Never get too comfortable or never get too content about your job. Or otherwise, somebody will come in and take it. And the light has switched it for him. And luckily that, I don't want to say lucky, but it's just unfortunate that Martin couldn't play this season because he had a blood infection, and Bradley Zimmer was out for the year. So it worked out in his favor to play center field. Otherwise, the Indians would have been scrambling to see where they can put him. So it worked out in his favor, and I think that he's been handling this like a true pro. And that's the person that I would want on my team anytime, any day. Is a team first player. Especially after somebody came in and damn near took your job, but you still want to do whatever you can to help that team. It takes a lot of heart. And it takes a lot to put your pride aside and give your pride and your ego up for the team. And that's what Jason Kipnis been doing. And he's been doing a great job. It's really, really surprised me about the transition he been having and the adversity he had to go through. Because you can ask him personally. He don't want nobody coming in trying to take his job. But sometimes that light a fire in you. And that was the best thing that happened to him. this year. And he's been doing a great job with this team. He's a great piece with this team. To me, he's the best 8th, 9th hole hitter in them in all these playoffs. Because Jason Kipnis can easily be a first or second hitter. Healthy mind right, and he playing the baseball that he can play. So I get credit to what credit is due. I get credit to Jason Kipnis for making that transition and dealing with that adversity and staying professional and putting the team first. Those are players you will go through a wall for. And he's been here for a very, very long time. 7 years he's been here. So he's a true Clevelander. So he know this city, he know how we feel, and he know what we going through. So that's why I respect that. I definitely respect that from Jason Kipnis. Great name. Had to get that out. Now, ending this, wrapping this podcast up, wrapping this show up. Once again, I'm going to say it's do or die tomorrow. Do or die. Once again, do or die for us. Can't come back to Cleveland Monday 0-2, people. Can't. It's a big day for us tomorrow. Let alone our Buckeyes play Indiana. And of course, our Cleveland Browns face off against the Baltimore Ravens Sunday. So this is going to be a great weekend. Great sports weekend. Hope everybody enjoy. And Indians, you gotta come back to Cleveland 1-1 Monday. Gotta give us hope. And it only starts with you. And remember, we're gonna walk it like we talk it. It ain't about what you say. It's about what you do. So once again, everybody be safe. Stay humble. Stay blessed. Go try. Go try. Go Browns. Go Indians. Everybody be safe. Good night.